Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Omega Ruby. I'm your host, PokeGamer. In the last episode, we continued to do the Delta episode, and we're going to be doing so again today. We have maybe like one more episode's worth of this. Honestly, I thought we were going to get to the point of catching Rayquaza today, but as you can probably tell from the length of this video, a lot of stuff definitely does happen, but as a result of this, we don't actually get to catch Rayquaza today, which means I'm going to have to record this video again late. It's probably going to have to be recorded on Sunday night, so that way I can do this at nighttime, and that way the Dust Balls actually have a better chance of capturing, Rayquaza. So something to just keep in mind. As for yesterday, and our neighbors outside with their amazing car, I'm not sure if anyone actually heard that. It was a loud squeaking noise, but whatever. Anyways, as of like yesterday or whatever, I can't remember which day it was because I'm still kind of loopy, but I wasn't feeling well, so I kind of just stayed in bed, so that's why there was no episode Thursday. So yeah, and the reason for there being no episode as of Friday, because this is obviously being recorded Friday night, but being uploaded on a later date. The reason for that was because I wasn't sure if we were going to get to Rayquaza tonight, and obviously I can't just go way too ahead and risk accidentally saving or doing something stupid like that. So I waited until later on Friday night to record, so that way in case we did get to Rayquaza, we would have an okay time catching it. So as we've already kind of heard from Wallace, we need to kind of go, down to Route 131 to find the Sky Pillar. So yeah, it's part of the reason why I wanted to go to Pacific Log before, because that way we would just be able to kind of fly around into the area and make it here really quick. So yeah. Fun fact, if you aren't already talking to him, you might want to kind of, load up your Pokemon screens. That way you can change up your team, because he's going to challenge you to a battle, and he's got, I think, roughly champion level Pokemon. More like Elite Four level. A large chunk of his team is all level 55, so just kind of prepare yourself for that. At the beginning, you kind of saw me messing around with, I think we messed around with one of the TMs, as well as setting up the repel. Part of this was because I couldn't remember if I had Thunderbolt on anything, and I was planning on giving it to Gardevoir. But Groudon already has it, so Groudon's basically all you would really need in this battle. I kind of did want to go with Roserade throughout the huge chunk of this battle, but he has a Gyarados, so obviously you have to kind of worry about that. He also has Ludicolo, and it has Fake Out, so you kind of have to be wary of that as well. I kind of just wasted the turn doing something rather than attacking. I guess I should have attacked because our neighbor is Squeaky Car, and because, in case he didn't actually use Fake Out like that one, asshole in the Elite Four did. So yeah, I mean, there's that. So, fairly easy battle. You shouldn't really struggle with this too much unless for some reason you just use Fire the team and have no way of preventing your water weakness. So yeah. Believe it or not, there's something that I do want to do with this game once we're actually done with it and I move on to my next Let's Play. I'm not entirely sure what my next Let's Play is going to be now, because I've progressed through several games, and now that I'm kind of getting the know-how as to beat, how to at least beat these games, yeah. I mean, it's gotten to a point where I have a couple of decisions to make. I have a pretty good idea as to which one we're going to be doing. I don't remember where certain things are, so I have to kind of remember it. One of them I can do closer to 100%, not exactly 100%, but definitely a pretty large percentage of it. So I mean, that's something that you just have to kind of deal with. I probably won't be able to 100% at least 2 games that I have, and I'm kind of looking at them right now. One of them I'm currently playing, one of them I have beaten several times already, actually. So yeah, just kind of throwing that out there. I need to work on overlays for these at some point as well, because obviously we have our Pokemon one, but at least if I start working on it soon, I can, not look unprofessional at the very beginning of the Let's Play like we did with this one. And I really kind of hate myself for being like that, but, you know, whatever. So, another thing is, part of the reason why I haven't played much of like Majora's Mask and stuff is because I've been dealing with Elsword a lot. For anyone who doesn't already know, maybe they haven't gotten all the way to the end of the game or something like that, there's a title that you can unlock that is called Reaper, and it requires you to do a specific dungeon 800 times. During the week, obviously you're limited because of the stamina. You get roughly maybe 13 runs in per day if you actually decide to go and use all of your stamina. And then of course on the weekends you have unlimited stamina, so you could do it as many times as you want. Problem is, it averages out about around anywhere between 8 and 10 minutes on average if you have players with high level equipment, maybe if you're lucky 5, if not, you know, shorter. By the way, that's annoying. I don't understand why you couldn't use your bike there, but you can use it here, as well as, if I'm not mistaken, inside Sky Pillar as well. It doesn't make any sense to me. But, yeah. I'm going to interrupt myself on the Elsword thing really quick because I don't know if I covered this or not, but believe it or not, for those of you who may not recognize it, this music is actually a part of Pokemon Emerald as well. I did not remember this, despite the fact that we've actually done the game on this channel. I did not remember it. For anyone who does not remember it, just like I did, this music was played, I don't remember if this was played in the actual Sky Pillar, maybe like around the battle or something. I don't think it was. But this music was definitely played during the scene where Kyogre and Groudon were in the middle of Sootopolis fighting each other, and Rayquaza descended from the heavens, quote unquote, and kind of just said, "You kids knock it off," and then they just kind of went back to the ocean or wherever the hell they came from. And yeah, that's where this music actually is from, and I did not know that this really cool music was actually a part of the original games. So, or not that I didn't know, it's just like I didn't really pay much attention to it, I guess. And maybe it's just the newer version, I don't know. By the way, if you go up there, you can get a Dragon Scale, you'll see it momentarily. If you go up this one, then you progress through the area with Zinnia, so just kind of fair warning, if you want to get the item first, then you want to go up that ladder. If not, then you want to go over here, because obviously Zinnia is here at the ladder that takes you up higher. Also, that little Pokeball you see at the top left there, that is the TM for Explosion, and you get this, I think, from basically the top. So, and as you can probably guess, she's going to continue through the story a bit more, so if it goes too fast, obviously you can pause. I tried to button mash a little bit just to kind of speed it up. I mean, again, the episodes are already really long, so just saying. But anyways, like I was saying about the Elsword thing, for the title, the 800 runs, they average out about 8 to 10 minutes per run, depending on the other player's equipment as well as your own. So, I mean, factor that in. Maybe in an hour's time you can get maybe 5 runs done, assuming that you go back to back to back and maybe take like a 10-minute break. You can probably get 6 runs in if you just don't take a break at all whatsoever. Maybe even more, depending on how fast you go with your other, you know, with your other party members. So, I don't know. It's just, it's very time consuming, so I've been kind of like caught up in doing this. Obviously, I definitely am not stopping my Let's Play just so I can do this, and I have to do recordings for the No Limit Gaming Yu-Gi-Oh channel as well, so I have to deal with all of that as well as doing the Reaper thing. That's part of the reason why I've just had a little bit of a hard time keeping up with anime, keeping up with Majora's Mask, as well as any other games that I want to play. Hell, even reading manga. I've been reading Girls of the Wild, or Girls of the Wilds, something like that. I don't know how many people read manga or how many people actually know of Girls of the Wilds, but it's actually pretty good. I recommend it if you haven't already read it. But yeah. So they're going to continue talking about how the whole Vast Light and Rayquaza and meteorites and all this other fun stuff, and how Rayquaza actually came to apparently take a form that is very similar to Mega Evolution. So, as you can see, transformation in the face of a Rainbow Stone, able to change its appearance. Yeah, it sounds like Mega Evolution, doesn't it? So, yeah, they're talking about Rayquaza's transformation as a result of, I guess, I don't know if you would say the Draconids or just humanity in general. But yeah, you can't get over there from there. You have to go up this ladder here, and then once you go up there, there's another ladder that you can go down. And then I think you have to go down yet another ladder to get to it. So yeah. But as it says here, Rayquaza once again confronted both Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon. So it's kind of interesting that we're dropping just Primal Groudon right here. I mean, technically, if we really wanted to, we could probably... I don't know how that works. Can you actually have 2 Primals on your team? I don't remember. It'd be kind of hilarious if you could, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just like, okay, I don't know. Rayquaza, believe it or not, is one of the most overpowered Pokemon in the entire game. I think the only thing that might actually outdo it is a Soldew Latios. I'm not entirely sure. It could be, because I think that the Soldew doubles. I think there's an item up there, by the way, and I might have missed it. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. Anyways, like I was saying, the only thing I think that might be able to outbeat it power-wise would definitely be a Latios with the Soldew. Would it be able to outspeed? I can't really say off the top of my head. I think that Latios does actually have higher base speed as well, so I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. I'm just saying, like, Mega Rayquaza, it's just absolutely broken. You'll understand why once we actually have it, because we will be catching Rayquaza, of course, and yeah, you'll find out what I'm really getting at here whenever we get around to actually having it on our team. But like I said, if you want to get this TM for Explosion, you have to go down this little ladder over here, and then there's another one, and then you can just get to it just by walking over to it. So hooray, TM for Explosion. I guess we know what happened to the Sky Pillar. Some Pokemon happened to get their hands on TM64 Explosion, learned it, and decided to blow the place up. Otherwise, like, I don't understand why they would, you know, build this place like this. In fact, look at all the cracks on the ground. It kind of is scary, isn't it? Just that you could, you know, I like how you can get stuck on rocks. Like, look at that. Oh, just all day. Anyways, top of the Sky Pillar. Honestly, I think if I actually got to just look down at the world from a view like that, it'd be absolutely breathtaking. But we get a little bit of a mini cutscene, I guess. More talking. She kind of goes emo on us here, actually. Like, she kind of talks about how she cries about something, and, you know, it's pretty, I don't know, there's this sudden, like, level of, how do I put this? Tense, there's like a tense, you know, feeling. There's a heavy weight kind of suddenly just dropping down, and as you can tell, there's like sad background music. I'd love to find the soundtrack for this. I can't find it. It's actually pretty cool. But yeah, I haven't been able to find some of this other music that they have, and yeah, she kind of asks if we've ever felt like, you know, we need to keep our heads held high to kind of prevent our sorrows from, you know, being shown, I guess, you know, something like that. And I guess Aster was actually some person. I don't know, because we know that the Whismur is kind of called Aster, but for some reason she's like, oh, I lost her. So I'm assuming it's some, like, girl that she was friends with, maybe? I don't know. It's interesting, but apparently she knocks us out. I don't understand. If you're gonna knock us out, like, what was the point? To steal our keystone? I don't think that she stole our keystone. It didn't say anything about her stealing the keystone. All she did was knock us out, and now here we are, and nothing progressed until just now. So I don't understand. We're not tied up or anything like that. What was the point of knocking us out? And then she proceeds to go through a bit of a chant here to call down the Lord and Savior himself. You know, yeah, dramatic scene about to happen. I kind of wish you could actually hear her say all this, because it'd be kind of cool to watch this overly dramatic scene. I feel like this should have actually been in massive movie form, because look at this. Oh, we're just teleported here. Teleported. What? Like, I don't understand. How does it just teleport? But as you can see, it hasn't taken its transformation yet. It's supposed to transform in order to save the world, quote unquote. So, as you can see, she's asking for it to achieve its Mega Evolution and grant her wish. But the thing is, the Keystones aren't reacting to Rayquaza. And for some reason, I think she can communicate with Rayquaza. I don't understand why, but you'll see that Rayquaza sort of talks to her, and you know, like, oh boy, why won't you Mega Evolve? So you see it look like it's trying to talk to her. And look, what? It can't be. And how do you know that? I don't understand. How do you just know that this thing's saying that it doesn't have enough power? And the face of someone who's lost all hope in everything. So that's absolutely great. Of course, this isn't the end of the world. What seriously? How would it be the end of the world? That just never happens in Pokemon. It happens in things like Majora's Mask, where if you just take too long and wait until the end of the third day, then well, the moon just drops on you. But, I mean, in this game, you can't, no, there's no way to end the world. You either catch whatever is killing the world or you destroy it, one of the two. Anyways, Rayquaza seems to knock us down and steal the meteorite that we had. So, yeah, apparently that was more than enough to power it up and make it ready for its little Mega Evolution. So, as you can see, everything is getting really heated. The problem is, if you look at the time, we're sitting at 16 minutes and roughly 42 seconds. And, yeah, we don't have enough time to catch this thing right now, especially if it's going to be a troll. There's no way in hell that we're going to be able to catch this in a matter of like 5 seconds, especially with what follows immediately after. We're not doing that today. So in the next episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be saving, and then we're going to be making sure that we catch Rayquaza, and then we're going to stop this meteorite once and for all. So be sure to stay tuned for that. If you haven't already, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and until next time, this is the PokeGamer, signing out.